Hi guys, this is Zhipeng.
Hey, this is Ravish.
Hi, this is Rohit.
Hi, this is Regan.
Hi, that's Margee, and we are the IT guys.
IT support officer in the advertising agency, and I have been given a responsibility of working on data migration project. The data migration project needs to be finished in 3 months, and the general manager has emphasized to finish up the project within the time frame.
Hey, I deleted some data. Can you help me get it back?
Sure, would you give me 2 moments, please? I'll be with you. Thank you. So, as the only IT staff, the whole company counts on me whenever there is a small issue related to IT.
Hey, my screen is frozen. Can you guide me with this, please?
Sure, I'll be with you shortly. Thank you. At the beginning, I loved to resolve the issues of my colleagues because that's what I thought that my skills are, and that's why I'm a favorite of them. But at the time pass, I feel like focusing on them has created a big impact on my project because I was sometimes running late. I felt like my colleagues are finding me a speaking Google. So, after giving kind consideration to this issue, I felt like I'm not focusing much on my project that I should, and I might lose my work because I won't be able to finish it on time. So, to resolve this issue, I have come up with a great thing that is called Slack, and with which I can help my colleagues on the same time as well as I can finish up my project in time. So, let's see what Slack is.
There are different solutions are available in the market. Communication and collaborations tools are all over there in the market, and Slack is also one of them. So it is very useful tool, and Slack is very getting popular day by day. There are also third-party softwares, especially for the tickets. There are multiple softwares like Autotask, Jira, and also third-party softwares are very helpful, especially when you are getting the tickets from the company, and you can easily put the tickets and you can easily prioritize all the things if it is high priority or the low priority. So this is very useful solution. Another one is the boot is very useful, especially for the sales and the customer services. So what boot are normally used to automate certain tasks, meaning they can run without specific instructions for the humans. So boot is very useful nowadays. So what is Slack? Slack is very important tool, especially in the organization. So Slack is like a chat room for your whole team. It is like a computer application that was created as a way to organize or to communicate by a group or one-on-one discussion. You can communicate as a group through channel or privately via direct messaging. It is an awesome tool to help you organize. Yes, it is free to use and there are multiple versions are available, and it totally depends on how much money you are spending on it. And you can easily share all the content, and it is very easy to use that. And you can also keep the track record what you are doing and what you are doing day by day. So it is very useful tool nowadays. So agile values are very important, especially if you are working in the organization, especially the big organization, and Slack is very useful, especially when it comes to the agile values. So this values is very important because this helps me in organizing the things. If it is very messy, it play a very important role.
Hi, now I'm going to tell 5 agile principles on which our proposed solution is being developed.
The first principle, welcome changing requirements even in late in development. As you can see in the introduction, the IT guy has been constantly interrupted by their team members to resolve their issues. This is a traditional way of communication between their team members, and this can be eliminated with our proposed solution Slack, where the team members can efficiently collaborate with their other team members to resolve their issues. The second principle is the highest priority is to satisfy the customer through early and continuous delivery. Through this principle, you can prioritize your tasks accordingly and resolve them. For example, if the system got crashed, you can give the highest priority to that issue, and the other thing is like one of the team members can't print the copies from the printer, that can be given as a lower priority compared to the system crash, and resolve them accordingly to them.
The third principle is to deliver working software frequently from a couple of weeks to a couple of months, with a preference to shorter time scale period. That is like once the software has been implemented in a working environment, the check whether all the team members are able to collaborate with the IT guy and resolve the issues accordingly for the shorter time scale period. And the fourth principle is the final working product is the ultimate measure of a progress, and working software is the primary measure of a progress. And once it has been tested as a shorter time scale period, and it can be implemented as a permanent solution in a real-time environment, and it can be also used as an efficient collaborating software tool as well. And the fifth principle is the continuous attention to the technical excellence, and a good design enhances agility. So once this solution has been implemented, the IT guy can complete the data migration project parallelly helping their team members to resolve their issues as well.
Now let's have a look about customer life cycle, which describe the different steps a customer go through when they're considering whether they will use a particular product or service or not. In our cases, which is like whether our customer, which is colleagues, will choose a proposed platform to solve their IT issues. This life cycle includes 5 parts. The first one is reach and then acquisition, followed by conversion, retention, and loyalty. The first step is reach. In order to get their attention, we will write an email to inform all colleagues about this product, what is useful and why we choose it. The second step is acquisition. After getting their attention, we will hold a workshop to introduce how to use it to solve IT issues in their daily work. The third step is conversion. At this step, our colleagues will start to use product when they have IT issues, as the IT supporters will provide guidance and support to them. The fourth step is retention. We will focus on get feedbacks from users, ask them questions such as how do you think about this platform, what part do they like and which they don't, based on their feedbacks to adjust for a working flow, aiming to optimize the user experience. The final step is loyalty. In the end, the platform will gain loyalty from our colleagues. When they face IT issues, the platform will be their first choice to seek for solution.
So I'm going to speak about the business assurance. As our new system is being implemented, we must make sure that things are working as planned and the system is generating acceptable results. Generally, in implementing a new system, we could be facing 2 risk factors. The first one is time risk. As our primary focus should be on the data migration, dealing with employee technical problems can take significant amount of time from our regular work. So, and the second risk factor is productivity risk. Also, if the proper system couldn't generate results, we could further delay the progress. We might have to focus on other alternatives, resulting in less productivity. So there are several steps in managing risk. So the first one is to identify the risk. So there could be different types of risk. It could be financial risk, it could be operational risk, it could be strategic risk. So the first step is to identify this type of risk, and the second step is to analyze the risk. So we can measure the frequency and severity of the risk and prioritize the resource to devise the solution. The third one is to evaluate the risk, evaluate alternatives to face this risk, avoid or transfer the risk if possible. And the fourth one is to respond to the risk. Once all the reasonable potential solutions are listed, pick one that is most likely to achieve desired outcomes. And the last one is to monitor. Risks are constantly changing, so the process should be constantly revised, determining if changes or updates are required. And finally, to conclude this presentation, we should focus on customer service, which will improve employee engagement as well, and which in turns will also increase productivity. And so that's the end of our presentation. Thank you.